This is the Sony KDL NX720 series. It's a 55-inch TV. There's also a 46 and a 60-inch version of the series. This is Sony's least expensive TV with its monolithic style, and we really like the look of this TV. When you turn it off, it just looks like a black slab sitting there because the screen is pretty much the same black as the bezel surrounding it. Of course, when you turn it on, you get a really thin-looking bezel and a pretty slick-looking TV. Of course, from the side, it's also got this integrated single pane of glass, so all told, it's one of the nicest-looking TVs we've seen. The NX720 also has 3D capability. We'll get to that in a minute. Sony's internet capabilities include an extensive array of video services, including pretty much every major service except Vudu. There's also plenty of niche services like Sports Illustrated, Blip TV, the Minisode Network, etc., etc. You can actually search those niche services, but you can't, unfortunately, use the search to include places like Netflix. One thing that makes internet a little bit easier on this TV to use is the inclusion of built-in Wi-Fi, so you don't need to buy a dongle to connect this TV to your network wirelessly. On the back panel, Sony includes plenty of connections, but they're all sort of sideward facing here to accommodate the thin panel. There's a 4 HDMI in addition to a component video input available via this breakout cable and, of course, a PC input. The suite of picture settings on this Sony is a little less extensive than a lot of other high-end TVs. You do get a 2-point white balance control and the ability to adjust the local dimming to 3 different strengths, one of which includes off. But other than that, there's really not the extensive 10-point and color management systems we've seen on a lot of the other competitors. When we test the picture quality NX720, we were very impressed. It's actually one of the best edge-lit LED-based TVs we've seen. It has very deep black levels, mainly thanks to that local dimming. Of course, it's edge-lit, so the local dimming isn't quite as extensive as the full-array local dimming found on more expensive TVs. On the other hand, it does get a lot darker and better picture quality than a lot of the other edge-lit TVs that don't have local dimming. The Sony we tested also has very good picture uniformity, meaning there isn't a lot of variation in brightness across the screen. Off angle, however, its picture does suffer quite a bit. You lose those black levels when you sit as close to 1 or 2 couch cushions to either side of the TV. For 2D, however, the KDL NX720 is one of the best TVs